I never imagined my marriage would collapse over a rule. No argument. No slammed doors. Not even a confession. Just one quiet evening, her voice calm, yet cutting, as she said, "Ethan, I think we should start seeing other people for a while." At first, I thought I'd misheard her. We were in our kitchen, the one we'd remodeled together, the scent of tomato sauce still lingering, the dishwasher humming softly between us. She wasn't joking. She swirled her wine with her finger, eyes fixed on nothing. "It's not that I don't love you," she said. "I just need space. Freedom. I think it'll make us stronger in the end." A hollow laugh escaped me. "You want to strengthen our marriage by dating other people?" She flinched but nodded. "It's not about dating. It's about rediscovering ourselves. We've been married 6 years, Ethan. We've lost our spark." I looked at her, really looked. Her hair in a loose bun, her wedding ring catching the light, her expression too composed, almost rehearsed. And for the first time, I knew she'd already made her choice. That night, I couldn't sleep. Her words echoed through the dark, seeing other people. Cold, mechanical, detached. I wanted to argue, to tell her how absurd it sounded, but something heavier sat in my chest, the quiet suspicion that maybe she already had. The next morning, she hummed as she dressed for work. Her perfume, the same one she wore when we first met and used for months, filled the air. "Big day?" I asked, forcing a smile. She paused at the mirror. "Just another Thursday." But her reflection said otherwise. All day, I replayed the past few months like scenes from a movie. I somehow missed the plot of the late nights, the sudden gym routine, the way she'd started locking her phone. And Marcus, her coworker she'd sworn was just a friend. I'd trusted her. Foolishly. Now that trust felt like the cruelest joke. By the third day, I broke. When she left for yoga, I waited 30 minutes, then opened her iPad, the one synced to her phone. My hands trembled as I scrolled through her messages. And there it was. "Marcus, last night was amazing. You look so happy." Her. "You make me feel like myself again. Don't tell anyone, okay?" Ethan wouldn't understand. The words burned through me like acid. I sat there, numb, shaking, not crying, not yelling, just realizing that somewhere along the line, she decided I wasn't enough. That night, when she came home, I was calm. Too calm. "How was yoga?" I asked. She smiled faintly, setting her mat down. "Exhausting but good." "Marcus must be a great instructor," I said evenly. She froze. The color drained from her face. "Ethan, Don't," I interrupted quietly. "I saw the messages." Her lips quivered. For a moment, I thought she'd apologize. Instead, she crossed her arms. "You had no right to go through my things." I laughed bitterly. "That's what you're upset about." She looked away, her voice small but stubborn. "I told you I needed space. You wouldn't listen." "Space," I snapped. "You were sleeping with another man, Emily. That's not space, that's betrayal." Her chin lifted, pride, or shame disguised as it. Maybe if you'd listened, I wouldn't have needed comfort elsewhere. That broke something inside me. Not anger, but grief. The woman I loved was gone, replaced by someone I no longer recognized. That night, she tried to leave, suitcase half-packed, mascara streaking down her cheeks. I didn't stop her. But she didn't go far. Not yet. For the next few days, she stayed in the guest room, talking about redefining boundaries and mutual growth, as if we were negotiating a contract, not picking through the ashes of a marriage. Then came the rule. "If we're going to move forward," she said one evening, sitting on the couch's edge, "I think we need an agreement. You can't date anyone for 6 months. You need to focus on yourself first." I stared at her, speechless. "So you get to cheat, and I get a curfew?" She sighed, the kind of sigh people use on children. "It's not cheating, it's growth. I just don't want you doing something impulsive out of spite. I know you still love me." Something in me broke, cleanly this time. But my smile was calm, steady. "Okay, I said softly. If that's what you need. She looked relieved, mistaking calm for surrender. 3 days later, I moved out. Left a note on the counter. You wanted space. Now you have it. I didn't block her. Didn't argue. I just vanished from her life, exactly how she'd wanted. At first, she stayed silent. Maybe she thought I'd come crawling back. But as weeks passed, the silence grew heavier. Her text started small. Hey, hope you're okay. Then longer. I think I made a mistake. Can we talk? I never replied. Not once. Because in those quiet weeks, I finally understood. I'd been living in the shadow of her indecision, waiting for her to choose me, while she entertained someone else. For what? To prove I was still worth loving? I didn't need her approval anymore. I needed peace. 2 months later, I saw Marcus at a cafe downtown. He looked wrecked, dark circles, hollow eyes. When he saw me, he flinched. She told me you two were separated, he murmured. I shrugged. We are now. He hesitated. She moved out last week. Said she's trying to win her husband back. I didn't reply. Just paid for my coffee and left. A few days later, a letter arrived, handwritten, shaky. I thought I knew what I wanted, but I was wrong. I was selfish, scared. I wanted to test you, to see if you'd fight for me. But you didn't, you let me go. And now I see that I needed you more than you ever needed me. I'm sorry, Ethan. If there's any part of you that can forgive me, please call. Emily. I folded the letter, slipped it back into the envelope, and tucked it away. Not out of anger, out of acceptance. Because forgiveness doesn't always mean going back. Sometimes it means closing the chapter and walking away without bitterness. Last week I saw her again, standing outside the same cafe where we'd had our first date. She looked smaller somehow, like the weight of her choices had finally caught up. Our eyes met. She gave a faint, hopeful smile. Ethan, she said softly, you look good. I nodded. You too. A pause, once filled with laughter, now just silence. I thought you'd hate me forever, she whispered. I shook my head. I don't hate you. I just don't love you anymore. She flinched, barely, but enough. I walked away, the late sun warm on my back, a quiet peace settling in my chest. She tried to play a game, thinking I'd beg her to stay. But some lessons come too late. And now, she's the one left alone,